everybody. My name is Patricia, and I just wanted to introduce myself first and foremost, but this is my first ever YouTube video, actually. I've never done one of these before, so I'm a little nervous, but the name of my channel is Patricia Makes Things because that's exactly what I do. I make all sorts of crafts, from junk journals, as you see before you, to paintings, to just a few minutes ago I was working on a project that was felting, needle felting, which that's another day. But today I wanted to show you my latest project that I finished up. This is a Girl of the Limberlost junk journal. I'm just calling it the Limberlost journal because I don't know, that just sounded good to me. But this book is from 1909, which I think is really interesting, and I know that it's sacrilege for a lot of people to desecrate beautiful literature, but this one I found at Habitat for Humanity, and it was falling apart. The spine was nearly gone. It was missing pages, and I basically had about half the book and this beautiful cover. And what immediately struck me about this cover is, look at those beautiful Art Nouveau details from that time period. And I don't know, maybe that predates Art Nouveau, but it sure looks like it to me. So I gave this book an Art Nouveau naturalist theme. It's going to have a lot of neat goodies, and I'm excited to show you. The first thing you might notice on here is actually there's two things on here that were inspired by Natasha over at Treasure Books. She's a great junk journalist, crafter. I'm always loving following or seeing a new video from her. But she created this method that you could make faux wax seals out of hot glue. And I followed her tutorial and had rose petals underneath, excuse me, and decided that they would look good on this. Along with this piece, this little spine dangle was inspired by her. She has a video, and I'll link both videos that I'm mentioning, but yeah, they're fun. This one is like I think it's on her 5-minute crafts video, but look at that. I don't know, I love the way it came together, and she gave me some great ideas and tips, and anyway, enough about that. But I really enjoyed working on this a lot. It's been probably the most fun I've ever had on a junk journal, and I'll show you a little bit more. It's got a little charm on the lace that holds it together, and it's a chunkster. Look at that. Look at all those goodies. But you can see I have gold leaf on different parts, and I also edged it with gold paint. Reattached the spine with a good layer of fabric on the inside, and this the lace that's on the outside. I really liked that pattern, so I did this to kind of mimic it. I decided to add, this was very last minute, but I have these wooden charms. I think they came from Michael's like a long time ago, but these wooden, they're not charms, but you know what I'm trying to say. They're little glue-ons, but I really like them, and I think they add a fun little quality to that. And if you want, you can just untie this and take it off, so when we open it, it won't get in the way of anything. But yeah, we can just put it off to the side up there, and it'll be fine. But the back here also has a ton of gold paint on the edging and some gold leaf right in here. And this was fun. I was just playing around, and I dropped, like, I had dried out rose petals, and I dropped them accidentally in Mod Podge, and I wanted to see what that would do, so I decided to put two in there, and these are the ones that turned out, and it was kind of fun. I decided to just slap them on here because I don't know, I thought they went with the theme of the book. Well, alright, let's take a look. Now, on this inside page here, actually on the inside cover, you can tell that I've reinforced the spine here and the book itself with fabric, and the fabric is glued in with Titebond wood glue, actually. Not sponsored, but I glued in the hidden spine with wood glue, and even put this on with kind of a diluted wood glue with Elmer's. And it's a very tight, tough seal, you know, like, I don't think that's going anywhere. But over here, we have a flap that was inspired by Joy DeFee. She has so many wonderful junk journaling videos, and I would recommend her in an instant. I'll actually link this particular flap that I created, the video that inspired me to do it. But yeah, it's an image from the original book, Limberlost book. There was some beautiful, I think I've got 3 or 4 in this book of the original imagery that's in it. And I'm grateful that I have these and was able to save them. But the backing of this is from a reproduction of a Sears and Roebuck catalog, which is what these clocks are from here. And I've got an old Pepsi playing card right here that I glued on to some of the Sears and Roebuck reproduction. But yeah, so it's a flap that folds all the way out, and we've got an Art Nouveau, I'll set it back down for a second, Art Nouveau tag here. Let's see what else we have. Got a turtle. I think this series was from a website called, it's the Art Scavenger website, and they have a lot of great prints and digitals that you can print out for yourself that are free. But got these two were both from that site. And over here we have a card that I made, actually. This is from a piece of masterboard that I cut up and turned into journal cards and what have you. I have quite a few of these in here, so it'll be something you'll be seeing a lot of. And this is a Beatrix Potter image that I ended up printing out quite a few images from the New York Public Library's digital archive. They have a lot of material, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't infringing on anybody's, copyright or anything, that I'm doing this, safely. But yeah, here's more of those prints from the Art Scavenger. And that's just glued on to a piece of watercolor paper. And then, whoop, stuff flying out at me. Alright, we got another flap here. Got a bear picture here. And whoop. This is actually one of my own stamps that I created. It's, I carved it out of a rubber block. You'll see a lot of my own and my husband's carvings in here. Got a picture. I think this was from a bird guide that I cannibalized to use this. And in here, kind of stamped back on a pretty card here. Oh, there we go. And over here, let's see. Oh, got a little girl with her puppy. And one of Tracy Fox's over at Tracy Fox Creative on Coffee. She had this lovely little fox freebie that I printed out and decided to throw in here. They're beautiful and they appreciate the digitals. But yeah. Let's do this right. This way, and that way. So here we go. I have a belly band on this page that I created out of more masterboard pieces. This was a book page masterboard that I cut up and added some fabric details to, and another one of Tracy Fox's Fox freebies. And in here we have a pretty postcard with a woman's face. It's Henry Martin's Young Woman with a Rose. I just thought she was very lovely and pensive. And here, I want to see if I can get this to focus right. You can pause and read what exactly what a junk journal is, and a little about this one and the size. And all right, put these together. The back of this page is actually a piece of black construction paper that I stenciled with some spray paint. And this is just some coloring book page that, oh, hang on just a second, I'm going to put these back. Getting sidetracked here. But yeah, this is coloring book paper. And I threw it in here just because I feel like people like coloring stuff in, and I thought it might be a good kind of meditative space. But this is just some pretty papers that I glued in, give the page a little bit more interest. Got some stamp work, got leaves and coffee dyed paper, which I love to do. This one you can see I actually had tried to stencil it, but kind of showed up a little faded, but I still like it. More stamps. And this was actually designed by, I want to say this was, oh Lord, Seven Plaza actually created this design, this type of pocket, and I was very much inspired by it. I ended up making a bulk amount, but I'll link that down below as well. In here we have this, got a little cardinal with a little bit of book page and paint and little charm that says balance. And we got, let's see what all's in here, an owl, little owl digital, some writing on the back. Both of these are from the Art Scavenger website. Come Fly Away, just my own personal touch. Yeah, I like that. And this was from a bird guide as well. Now this is actually one of my original drawings that I decided to just slap down and glue in here. I liked this little mouse, and I thought she belonged inside this book. Just, I don't know, little mama mouse out for a little stroll picking flowers. But yeah, so with this book it has quite a few of my originals in there, so that's fun. This is actually rose dyed paper that I included. I just decided I wanted to give it a shot and found a tutorial, and yeah, it worked out pretty well. I like the soft pink that it gives. Got a little page tab there. Hope you can see, and hope I'm in frame. But yeah, got some more stamping, coffee dyed. This is from paper bags, actually, that I stamped and decided to recycle and use. Got a pretty girl on her moth here. Some lined paper, some writing space. I wanted to make sure, I have a bad habit of not leaving enough room for people to write. And I know that these books are meant to be explored and touched in all kinds of nooks and crannies, but I wanted to leave the next, whoever gets this next, I wanted to leave them room to actually put some stuff, but not saying I don't love it when y'all like fill it full. Those videos are amazing. But I just wanted to leave people a little room to write. There's my stamp again. This is actually paper that it was in a sketchbook that came from Vienna. A friend gave it to me when I was a lot younger, and I just tore a few pages out and decided to stick them in here just because I really liked the texture and wanted to share that with people. Oh, excuse me. Got more stamping, some leaf stamps, and another image from the original book. Oh God, aren't they pretty? Look at that. Elnora knelt, and slipping her fingers through the leaves and grasses to the roots, gathered a few violets and gave them to Philip. I just like it, you know, isn't that pretty? Yeah. And it's on some paper bag, again, that I cut up and recycled. And behind it, this is a piece of junk mail that I cut down to size and wanted to save this cool window. Look how big that thing is. So I decorated it with some watercolor paper and digital prints from the art scavenger. Again, I use them a lot. These two are actually from that bird guide that I was telling you about, but yeah, I won't show you everything in here, but there's a coloring book page. Oh, watch me not be able to slide it all easily back in. Well, let's show you these first. Got a little heron note card, journal card, and one of my handmade ones that was from a master board. Be kind. Got some watercolored splotches back here. And another little Art Nouveau. Actually, wasn't that supposed to go up here? Yes, it was. I just pulled that out. All right. Let's put you guys back in here. Start with you. It's hard to do this with one hand. I'm going to do it like this. There we go. Put you guys back in, and there's some more goodies tucked back there, but I don't want to spoil every surprise. Got some ledger paper here with a cute little turtle stamped on it. There. And next, more of that ledger paper. Got a little flower down here. And got some bees stamped on some more rose-colored paper. Rose-dyed paper, that is. And this is coffee-dyed paper that I'm really happy with how that came out. It's more of that Vienna paper, and it's just, oh, look at that. I love that. I did a little lace trim along the side, and another little image from the original book, and look at that. It's the Limberlost swamp. That's what this book is about. It was originally about, there's a swamp in Indiana, like Limberlost swamp, that's still around, all that I know of. These are the charms. Got little feathers and whatnots. Little mother of pearl. But yeah, it's Limberlost swamp, and it's about this little girl, honestly, or actually she's not little, she's in high school, but about to, you know, turn 18, I think she is, but she spends a lot of her time in this swamp, and she collects specimens of moths, and it's a love story, and, you know. But let's keep going. Got some butterflies I fussy cut out and put in here. More of the ledger paper. Got a little fox, more stamps. A little hair is there, but the image on the other side of this paper ended up bleeding through, and I kind of like the effect. It's more paper bag. Got some stars, moons, little stamp my husband made with some flowers, more rose-dyed paper, splattered rose-dyed paper as well with some washi tape down the middle, more writing space. Got some, this is a feather that I carved out that I actually am very happy with how that turned out. I use it a lot. I've got some gold paint on there, I don't know if you can see, and some, got a belly band here. It's got butterflies and another digital from Art Scavenger. This is another one of my masterboard creations. Dancing by the Moonlight. And we've got, I love this little thing. Look at that. Oh, I'm not in frame, am I? Darn it. But yeah, that's so cute. I won't show everything, but you get the idea. Oh, I will show this, because I think that looks quite lovely. I like this page. It's got some splatter on the book page and some stamping. More writing space with a scrapbook page, little music stamp here, rose-colored or rose-dyed paper, more stamping. Got some little punch-outs down here that I glued onto this paper. Oh, here we got our first paper clip holder. Yeah, altered paper clip. Show you what it looks like. Yeah, just some scrap paper that I glued together, and now it holds things in, but got onward and upward on a book page. A little bookmark of dragonflies. Just Simply Live. And we got a little moth from, pretty sure this is from the New York Public Library, but I really like that. All right. I have to put it down and glue it back together, or not glue it, to put it back together with the paper clip. Oh, I'm sure this is riveting. Alright, that's good. Got some little bird feet stamps that I created that are a little messy, but I like them. More coffee dyed paper. Another piece of coloring page that I thought might be fun for people to just color in if they want to. Little, hope you can see this, construction paper page. Oh, this is full of goodies. This is a design that was actually made by Pam at the Paper Outpost. I remember watching that video, and she taught me how to create this awesome pocket. But what do we have in here? We have a, I'll put this down here. We have, well, there we go. A little tag that I made, stamped and painted and did all sorts of things with. Never Stop Exploring on some watercolor paper. Another little creation that I made out of a masterboard. It has a fortune cookie fortune on here. A hunch is creativity trying to tell you something. Little music notes. And this is a sticker that is actually one of my own drawings. It was a, yeah, my little sunflower bear. Thought that'd be a nice touch. Put these back in. See, isn't that cool? The staggered pocket. It's fun. Thank you, Pam, for teaching me things. We got some sunflowers over here. Mimic our little bear. And this is a book page, I believe. Yeah, it's one of the book pages from this book, the Limberlost book. Wild, and my husband made that. My husband did the stamp for that one. Thought that was pretty neat. Oh, I love this. Okay. Come on. Another little altered paper clip. It says explore. But we've got the frog who would a wooing go. A little frog on the back that I stamped. Thought he was adorable. Got two little frogs there from Reynolds Brothers Fine Shoes. Alright. And this one makes me laugh. Stop that cough, I say. By Bobby. That was a printable from the New York Public Library. I thought it was just fun. And that's the frog page. Got the little stamp again on the page itself. Some more of my green watercolored paper. Yeah, sometimes stuff is meant to be fun and silly, and even if it's just to make you laugh, it's good. Got some more ledger paper here. And bees and a honey pot, and this is one of my own prints, or not prints, stamps that I made. One of my husband's stamps. Whoops. Yep, I like that. He made a really cool sunflower. We got more of that paper from Vienna with some washi tape and a little butterfly here. More stamps and writing space. Got a little, this is actually one of the stamps cut out and pasted on. This is like stamp ink. And more construction paper that's been stenciled, if you can see properly. Hopefully I'm not in the way here. My dog is growling. I don't know. It's almost time for Bill to get home, and he's, Bill's my husband, but he's antsy. Got a little lace decoration on the side. I thought this was a cool piece of fabric and wanted to include it. This is actually a vintage rose. My mother-in-law, can you see that? My mother-in-law gave me a book of vintage paper and postcards and all kinds of things, and I'm gonna sparsely use them, not sparsely, I'll probably use them all, but put all sorts of things in here. But that's the first one I used. Got some lined paper and roses with some yellow splotching. More coloring book, writing space, coffee dyed paper, butterflies and rose colored, what is this from? It's oh, it's more of the paper from Vienna, just rose dyed. This is what I did to that. And here's a page that I enjoy. It's my mouse and door. He's got a cute little key and got some gold leaf on here, gold speckled paint, all kinds of stuff. But got some little charms dangling. Little key here. Made an altered paper clip to look like a keyhole. If you can see that. Oh, come on. Focus. Oh well. So this is it was originally a greeting card that I altered and made into a door. I couldn't let that idea go, and I just wanted to have a secret door in the book. But these are the tops of brads. I cut off the brad and glued them on after putting strips of card or paper bag down. And I've thought about trying to teach people or posting a video to teach people how to make these because I really like them. I think they're fun and just kind of an interactive part of the journal. But yeah, it's just a, and it's easy. That's the thing. It's just a card and it's just easy, and I can teach you how to do that. I made this journey stamp, and we've got some fun stuff in here. We got an old vintage Golden Age passport, a lifetime admission permit for, I'm pretty sure these are the national parks, I believe. Yeah, it's for national parks. For Walter Weslow, or Leslow, excuse me. We got, no, it's Weslow. We got Breathe, some book page, some stamping in gold. This little pocket I ended up stapling on. I was having trouble getting it to stay glued in, even after sanding it and all kinds of stuff, but I probably used a greeting card that was too shiny. But yeah, I like that one. Gotta put that keyhole back on. It's starting to get dark, but hopefully I have enough time to show you the rest before we completely lose the light. Here's a library book back insert. I forget what these are called, honestly. But yeah, the date due pocket. We got little tags, one of my masterboard creations. There's my stamp again. Use your wings, the little attachment there of lace that's kind of just a little touch. Who are the people on that? Oh, no people, just dates. Ghosts. So this is a piece of, oh yeah, it's the coloring book page. It's the back of the coloring book page, but I ended up adding the coffee dye. Got some more writing space, some lined paper. Hope I'm in frame here. Keep looking down and getting into what I'm talking about and not paying attention. It's just drifting over here. But yeah, here's a little fox that I cut out and glued in here and put some little paws going up on this coffee dyed paper. We got some more construction paper, coffee dyed paper, and I like this piece. This is one of my favorites of the masterboard cast of characters with a little bit of Sears and Roebuck reproduction and a little charm here, a little flower, some watercolor. Yeah, I like that one. Got an alive stamp, or not stamp, paper clip, altered paper clip. Paper bag, construction paper that's been stenciled. Oh, another drawing from the book, the original book. Thought that was so pretty. Ended up doing some writing from the book itself behind it. And I didn't really like the original quote that this picture had, so I put my own, because I thought that that was quite a lovely sentiment and said more about her and the story. But yeah, we got a little lace trim or ribbon trim that's on the edging. More writing space. Oh, little hedgehog, little Beatrix Potter coming at you. Just simply live. He's so cute. Look at his little shoes. Lovely ideas. I like the little dogs on here. Nice little journal tag. Little vintage image of dogs and some geese or ducks. Kind of has a spring vibe. We got Wind in the Willows art by Arthur Rackham. Begin an adventure. Got these little, look at these cute little stamps here. Trying to go faster and I just need to slow down and take it easy. Take it easy, Patricia. Alright, got some more of the watercolored paper, or watercolor painted paper. Got some more stenciled pages and coloring book page of a hummingbird. Alright, so I don't know if you can tell, but the lighting has changed. I had to stop the video last night and pick back up today because I had run out of time. It got dark and the lighting just wasn't looking good, so I decided to pick back up today. I also realized that there were a few things that I didn't mention about the journal that I wanted to include. So the journal itself has 3 signatures with 48 pages per signature, that's front and back. So the entire book itself has 144 pages. So yeah, I wanted to make sure, and I also wanted to make sure that I told you that I painted this. This is actually, this purple and green was my own touch to it. I thought it made it pop out some. But anyway, let's continue. Alright, so we have more writing space, and this is a stamp that my husband actually made. You can see it says love. He carved that one out. Some more coffee dyed paper. We have another vintage piece there. It's a rose that's got kind of a relief to it. And here we have one of Tracy Fox Creative over on Coffee. She makes these digitals this was another freebie one that I really appreciated. I thought that they were really pretty. Did a little design on the back there. We got lovely little dragonfly and more Art Nouveau flowers. Got some scrapbook paper with kind of a Parisian theme back here and a little pocket. Got some writing space, little music notes, more stamps. And these are punched out on a paper bag, and then I ended up folding it around on the, this is actually rose and coffee dyed paper. Oh, I like this piece. It's another vintage piece. See, life bears for you its sweetest flowers. Thought that was really pretty. I think that actually came from a Lion Coffee box a long time ago. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Here we have another altered paper clip with a piece of ephemera I made, at least this part of it, with a pocket and a little butterfly lady that goes right in here. And then we've got stenciled paper, construction paper. Trying my best to learn how to do this where everything is in frame. Want y'all to be able to see what I'm doing. Got a little, I thought this duck was really cute. It's from a New York Times page. Yeah, whenever I see some pretty pieces in newspapers or magazines, I'll cut those out and reuse them in things. This is actually a piece of ribbon that has these really pretty leaves attached to it, and I thought that would look good as a border or a kind of an edge trim there. So I glued that on with some wood glue. It kind of left a little bit of a crinkling on the back, but I kind of like the texture that it left. There's more of that paper from Vienna. Ledger paper. And what do we have here? I like this particular altered stamp, or altered paper clip. It has some lace detail. And then this was actually a technique that I learned from Seven Plaza. She created this very cool pocket that I was inspired to try out, and I ended up making, again, a bunch of them. It's got some cute little goodies inside. Actually 3 pockets that are kind of open like that. But yeah, I thought that was a cute little design, so I included it in the book. Some more coffee dyed paper with paper bag and ledger. Oh, and here's another. This is actually rose dyed. I'll stop picking up the book. Rose dyed paper and one of the original art pieces from the original book. I ended up doing some paint splatters on the book itself, as you can see. And these little charms are really pretty too. I ended up putting a few of those in there. Got a moonstone. I don't know if you can see that, but little moonstone and star dangle. Yeah. With her lips near Elnora's ear, Polly whispered, "Sister, dear, dear sister." Got some copper accents, copper paint on here. And these are a few of my own drawings, actually. I just decided to do some personal art in there on the edges. Can't stamp all the time. Yeah, those are more of my drawings. We got some stamps and just a little added interest on the lined paper. This is another stamp that I created, but I did it on a separate sheet of paper, then fussy cut that out and glued it in here, so it's a front and a back piece. And I did a little petal falling off. One more construction paper and lined paper. This is a fun stamp. This is one that my husband created. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Got some punch outs, more stamps, some stamps on, I think that's stamps on the bird guide that I cannibalized. This was actually just a random experiment, honestly. I ended up spraying some green ink onto a plastic, it was the empty container of a Huggies, like this Huggies wipe bag, and you can kind of see the remnants a little bit, but I just pressed it down in there just to see what would happen, and that's the result, and I kind of like it. I like the effect. But this is a pocket that was originally created by Pam from the Paper Outpost. She created the original, and I decided to try it out in my own way, and it's a hidden pocket, so you got 2 little hidden front and back. We got more of my masterboard pieces. I like that. Less judgment, more kindness. I think that's a good message. Some little mushrooms. More of my little drawings. Another drawing of mine. I just wanted to include all of my mouse art in here, I suppose. I felt like it needed to go in here. This is a little guy. I guess he's going after a little colorful little, it looks like a glowing ball or something that's kind of going by on the river, and he's just entranced by it, like, ooh, what's that? I had originally created these with the intent of putting them into a children's book, but that never happened, so I decided to just glue them in here because I thought they looked really good and would just add a little bit more interest. Got some stamping. And I make these with colored pencil, pen, marker, all kinds of stuff. I love just mixed media in general, but Prismacolor colored pencil is one of my favorites for things like that. And wow, we're to the end. Can you believe it? It's been a long video. I'm sorry about that, but I've enjoyed it. Got another coloring page, and then another, I decided to do the same thing that I did up here, I did it back here. So we've got little, I'll take these out and show you the pockets. Yeah, they're little Sears and Roebuck pockets that are on the front of this. Some stamps and little frogs. Oh. More of the fox. From Tracy Fox. This is another Joy DeFee inspiration. These flip outs, I just love these. Stop and smell the roses. So I have just some little swamp. Since Limberlost is a swamp and forest, I decided to include some imagery from actual swamps, and you got a little heron there. Some of my watercolor and mixed media details. Getting stuck. I'm not showing everything just because I don't want to spoil all the surprises, but for whoever gets this, more of those Alphonse Mucha artwork. I just love his work. He's a big inspiration for me. Let's see, got more. Enjoy it all. Yep. And then this is just a little tearaway paper, a little pad that I glued in for people to have fun and do what they want with it. This is from a tree guide book that I took some pages from. So it says box elder, which is a type of tree, but more of my masterboard art. The strongest memory is weaker than the palest ink. Alright. And this was from, I love this image, it was from a children's book. I'm not sure who originally did the children's book. I feel bad that I don't remember, but if I do, I'll put it down in the comments below. Or not in the comments, in the section below. Write a Better Story, more New York Times imagery. I really like the effect that this had, that the watercolor had. Got some writing space, and yeah, that is that. So I want to thank you for coming along on this little exploration with me. It was a lot of fun, and pretty sure I went over all of it, and thank you for being here. I'll have this up for sale on Ko-fi here soon, and I'll put the link below. And yeah, thank you for being here. All right, bye.